Hello, hey everybody. I'm gonna do something today that's fun. It is. I've been actually looking forward to this. Uh, a Battlebrick Road. Eric Weathers Battlebrick Road 2. He's doing some big pinups, and I get to do one of them. This is gonna be. I think it's gonna be printed full size, like 11 by 17 or something big. I believe that's not just a small thing. So full size art. And so I've started with a couple of sketches. These are pencil sketches, very small. As a matter of fact, where are they? Hang on one second, ladies and gentlemen. I want to grab those, and I'll show you how big they are. Hang on. Okay. Well, I have to make myself bigger. This is unpleasant. Sorry. Okay, so here's the sketches, and you can see just how big they are. They're not big. Got the I did a little beginning lion thing here. There's this one, and then there's this one, and then this one, and then there's a bear, which I put on the line the other day on Twitter. If you could just want to see me illustrate, that's how big that this bear drawing is. By the way, if you go on Twitter, and you can see me finish it. Okay, back to me being small, which is where you want it to be with your. When you get older, you don't look so good. All right, I'm going to start with this. Now, I thought about just sitting here and drawing it on here, but I think I might just, since I kind of like it, it's got energy. That's a tough thing about illustrations is, man, you do the little thumbnail, it has all this energy, and then it just, I can't duplicate it. So I'm just going to grab it and copy it and take it back over here onto this side and paste it. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, it's over here. Okay. Pull back. Let's enlarge this guy. I want to give myself some room. This is 11 by 17, but when I do the drawing, I want more room. I'm just going to work right, well, not right on it, but over it. Okay, let's get this guy. Now this. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Eric Weathers' Battlebrick Road, but it's sort of uses the characters of Wizard of Oz. You know, the Tin Man and Dorothy and the Lion and Scarecrow. But he gives it a twist. So it's not really the story, but it's just inspired by the story. It's sort of like, let's just take those characters and make them cool, which is a great idea because I never really loved the Wizard of Oz movie. Dorothy was annoying to me, but what I liked was the world that they created. And so Eric recognized how cool and how rich that is and thought it'd be a great place for a story. And yeah, it is. It's a fantastic place for a story. So, you know, it's eye candy world, an artist playground. It's so cool. And the first issue was really good. I'm excited to see the second one. And Eric's work is really coming along. I wish I could show you. I can't show you what he sent me for reference, but man, it's really, his work is just exploding. And but that's what happens. You know, you get some talented guys, you give them time, you give them money, and they're going to produce the best work they can do. And they'll also have time to improve, which is really, really good. think I'm going to just grab a couple of samples here I want to just have something to draw from. Now, I know there's other ways you can do this, but I'm just going to do this. I want a pure white and a pure black. Put it here. That way, when I have my brush tool, make sure this is the active layer. I'm going to make this a color, red. When I have my brush tool, now I can just use my eyedropper, or, use my option key on my keyboard, my Mac here. Click that. Now I get a nice dark black. I got to look at his reference a little bit here too. Okay, now the interesting thing about this character, and I don't know what it is that is why he's this way, but he's partially man on this side of his face, and at this side of his arm. Not the legs, just that part. And that's interesting. And it's a bit of a challenge, too, because you got to try to pull that off and get that looking right. So we want really very much a lion, tiger, or lion on this side, because, of course, he's a lion from Wizard of Oz, of sorts. So I'm thinking lion head here. Does he have a beard? Let's see if he's got a beard. Yep. But he's got a mustache on this side. So it's weird, but that's creative and different. Now I wonder if I want to move this head a little bit to... Oh darn, I have it on that layer where it has the line. I don't want to do that. Where's my history here? I want to put this on another layer. I'm going to cut it. And I'm going to paste that a different layer here. Make that the red layer. I might even just, for this purposes of layout and getting these proportions right, because when I do layouts, I tend to draw the head too big because I'm trying to see it. So I draw it so I can see it. The sketches remind me of John Buscema. Hi, Comics Legend. Yeah, because that's where I learned from John Buscema how to draw comics, the Marvel Way book. I am a John Buscema guy. I definitely learned from him. And so that's the way I draw. But John Buscema is really, he's just a traditional artist. This is when we see John draw his stuff, that's very typical of the way most art used to be, and even in comics is dynamic realism is what it was. So I'm actually John, I'm drawing like John, but actually I'm drawing like a lot of traditional artists used to. I'm a traditionalist. Okay, try to get that. This is going to be fun. I'm going to have fun coloring this baby. By the way, for anyone who's interested, what would be your choice of these different layouts I did? The idea, so here we have a giant spider. He's the lion, obviously, lion man. Have a giant spider. How do you make that exciting into an exciting composition? We can see I want to see the lion. That's one thing I know. I want to see the front of the lion. So a lot of this stuff is problem solving. So I want to see the lions for sure from the front. So I have a choice. I can put the spider in front like this, but in this case, now here's the thing too with threatening images, but you're trying to create have the villain be threatening. If the villain is below, sometimes that's not as impressive or scary. It can be, but I kind of wanted something more menacing and feel like it's coming, above, onto the character, more threatening that way. This one looks like it may be just kicking its ass, which is great. But so I got 3 here with him facing forward, and he's kind of holding the spider's legs here, that sort of thing. But then I did these, and these are the ones I prefer. This one is good, except he's kind of to the side, and that's fine. I mean, this could easily be the solution, but I think I like this one. He's sort of looking. He's kind of threatening him. Maybe he's sort of surprising him somewhat, and I like the stance. He's facing you. That's important. So both the villain and the hero are facing you, and so I think that's the most successful solution in this particular situation here. And that's what I'm going with. Traditionalist as he draws on the computer. No, actually, I'm composing this on the computer because it's so helpful. It's just another tool to me. It's so helpful to move these objects around and play with them. And you'll see in a second here how I'm actually going to take now this face and move it a little bit, just a little bit to the side here. See how that feels? Okay, that's a little more forward, that kind of thing. Oh, I'm going to make it smaller now. Yeah, a little bit smaller. It's great for composing your pictures. Then I will print it out and draw it. And in pencil, on actual paper. I know. But it actually gives me an opportunity just to kind of talk about it, LaTeX. So print it out, draw it, and then I'll scan it back in and then color it with my traditional Photoshop. I'm a traditionalist. I use Photoshop, the original. Yeah. All right. Let's see if anyone say anything else here. My comic. Holy shit. I don't know. That's a lot of work. I'm drawing right now a cover, Comics Legend, of my comic book, and it's sword and sorcery. It's war. I don't know how many people are on this cover. It's a sea of war. It is what it is. It is taking me forever just to do this one cover. And so there's a lot of people I'm drawing. It's going to take time, and I'm not worried about it. I'm just going to go at it at my own pace, and I want it to be excellent. I actually tried the thing that the illustration that I'm doing now. I tried it once and it bombed, and I'm doing it again. So that's how much I'm going to put into my work. I want it to be the best it can be. Someone may look at what I did and originally say, "That's fine." It's not fine. It's got to be great. I'm interested in doing the best I can possibly do. So it may take some time, which is not. I'm not launching it right away because I just don't want to have that hanging over my head right now. I really wanted to have fun, and I don't want. Here's my thing: is I love crowdfunding and love the aspect of getting the money to then create the comic book and that sort of thing. But my fear, this is just personally me, I don't want to be in the middle of the comic and go, I hate this, and I'm like, I don't want, and then I have to finish it, and I don't want to finish because I hate it, and I've had that happen. So I really want to prove it to myself that I love it, and I know if I love it, then it greatly increases the chances that everyone else will love it too. So I really love the art. It's a lot of work. If I'm going to do this much work on a comic book, it's just got to be great, and it's got to be something people really will enjoy and be proud of owning. So it's that's kind of my outlook on it. So again, I am working on it, but I'm not crowdfunding just yet, just because of my personal desire to know and prove to myself that I can do this. And when I put it out, when I launch it, I will put out a good number of the pages for people to read, because people don't know if I can write. I don't know if I can write. No, I think I can write okay. I think actually I like my story. I think it's solid, but I do want to see what people will think. I really will have to sell it to people and say, hey, this is. I have to show a good deal of it because people have to read it and go, oh, I want to read more. If you read the first 10, 20 pages of my story and you don't want to read more, then I haven't done my job. So, I'll know and you'll know. Did you want the book? So that's the plan, man. So we'll see if it works. Could be an end in a, it could go crash in flames and burning down. So, yes, this is all from my imagination. But it's, here's the thing: is it's not just imagination. It's construction. It's you building a frame. It's kind of like when you're doing something on a computer, and you're doing a wireframe model or something like that. I'm kind of doing the same thing, just in drawing form. So when I'm doing these illustrations, and these are small. And by the way, purposely these are small. These are I think I showed before the size of these drawings. Let me bring it up here again. Yeah, where's my? They're very small, and the purpose of you want it to be small because you can see the size of my fingers here. It forces you to ignore details. So I'm sketching, really fast, really loose, getting the energy, building almost like clay. You're adding stuff to it, chunks of drawing, and you work the model and stuff. Heck, I should probably just show how I might do one of these sketches rather than talking about it. Let's see. Let me put all these guys on a layer, or put this in one group, and turn that off. Add a layer. So when I'm drawing a sketch out, first off, I'm going to use a bigger brush that forces you to ignore detail too. But you want to. Oh, it would be nice to have a. Hang on a second. Let me grab this. Where's this? Drag that up here. Big brush to do things, but look at I'm no details at all. You want to start building that shape, that form. Understand. Draw that backbone in there. I got a whole tutorial on how to draw dynamic figures, but you start to build and shape and mold, and you can see with this a few lines, I've got a pose. And now once I have, it's like a wire frame. Now once I have that frame, I can start fleshing out with my knowledge and my memorization of anatomy. And you can see how quickly it comes across. Of course, I've been doing this for 37 years, so I know, I got an advantage here. I know where I'm going. But see how I sort of start building it, almost like it's you chunk of clay here, chunk of clay there, adding pieces to it. Let's try to put something with more energy. Okay, this guy's like the pose I'm doing now. Bend it forward. Maybe let's do one coming at you. You see, I'm using chunks and pieces, really loose, really thick. And you get that feel, move that, get your energy. We used to do these things when I was in art school, the gesture drawings, and you would do them like. Give me a bigger brush here to erase this. You do them really fast. There's a little more coming at you kind of thing. So there's lots of experiments you can do to loosen up your drawings. Try doing things like this. Okay, so I got a head here. Circle, circle, circle. Circle, circle, circle. Like it's going back. Start giving yourself some depth, So you draw these things in circles in perspective. Now you can square that off a little bit. That's super exaggerated, obviously. I'm doing it for effect, But they're a lot of fun once you get drawing these things and just like, oh my gosh, it's just like that. Once you get a good feel for them, then it's just fun. And it's storytelling, you're telling a story. So he's coming at you. There it is. But doing a gesture sometimes you can, like I said, in art school we would do it. I'm talking high school art schools. This is how long I've been doing this stuff. But you would do like a, movement like this. The person's standing, and maybe their hands out like this, doing an expression, and you're just like drawing the force lines, like. That kind of thing. Even when someone's standing, think about the energy of a stance. The curvature. That kind of thing. Instead of just drawing somebody standing there with the, he's the guy with his legs and he's standing there, really put some energy into it. Put some expression. Tilt the head, maybe. A little gesture here. The body language is saying so much. Anyways, that's that. Let's see what the question is. How do you know when to call it done and just move forward? Is perfectionist stopping a lot of people from finish? Well, I don't know. It's whether you like it or not. It really is what it comes down to. But they say it's never really done. Sometimes you go back and finish and rework it. I have so many pieces that I do, and sometimes especially when I finish a piece, I let it rest. Like I call it like just letting it rest. Like a couple days, don't look at it, come back to it with fresh eyes, and you see things you couldn't see. The next day, a week later, a year later, I come back and see something a year later, and go, oh, that sucks. Like what the hell? And then you go and you fix it. And I've had pieces like that. And it's kind of interesting. Do I ever use myself as reference? Occasionally, but I tell you what I use a lot of is these little models. I do it all the time, folks. If you ever watched any of my shows, these guys, they're so good. Hello. So great for reference. I will take a picture sometimes with a cell phone with my hand. I'm trying to figure out hands. Now I do have a tutorial on hands, by the way, which are hands are a pain in the butt, tough as heck to figure out. So I got a good tutorial on that one. I spent a lot of time working on that, and I learned something too when I was working on it. But yeah, I'll use myself as reference a little bit, but almost sometimes I might just not even take like a picture, just go to the mirror and kind of like try the pose, or sometimes just standing up and doing the pose is good too. Just the feel of it, see what you're feeling, how it feels to swing a sword or something. It's not a bad idea. Yeah, Random McAnderson. Tracing paper is great. Yeah, and it's really nice. Digital's fun. I don't know. You should try it. I mean, it's just another tool, and especially if you got one of these Wacom tablets, uh, they're really neat. They're really neat. It's interesting too, is that if you ever do try it and you're working at it, and as long as I have now, I'll be like drawing with my pencil on a piece of paper, and I'm like, "What's this thing in my way?" My hand, because I draw down here, and I'm looking up at the screen up here, and so when I'm drawing on a piece of paper, like my hand's in the way. I'm like, "Get this hand out! What's this hand doing in my way?" Because I'm used to not having anything in my way after a while, from what I'm seeing drawing on the screen, and even though my hand itself. So it's a lot of fun to work on the computer. I really enjoy it. So I would recommend it. It's just another tool. It's like, give me a brush, give me an ink pen, whatever, pencil, you know, tablet. It's all fun. Do you think I could lay out a comic in a gestural style within a couple of weeks? I could lay out a comic book probably in a few days or a day with doing the gesture drawings. That it depends on how much I put into the gesture drawing, but I'm fast. So you could see how fast I am. When it comes to the gesture drawing, I can do those in really, it's only a few minutes, of drawing. But I'll tell you what, though, so many artists skip the gesture drawings. Do gesture drawings. You got to get the feel for the figure. It's so much more enjoyable and fun when you do gesture drawings too. You get the energy and stuff like that. Like I said, try them small, and so it forces you to ignore the details. Do hundreds of them, hundreds, thousands maybe, until you get a feel for them. Look at pictures and do the gesture drawing real quick. Give yourself, 20 seconds to make the gesture drawing until you start to get a feel for them. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Random. It's like the it's not to say I love to draw on paper more. It's just there's something about the texture, and I don't like to read comics either on digital either. I can't. That's even worse because it's in. But I don't think that's going away. Actually, I think because I had a niece once, and I had created a digital uh, children's book, and tried to see what she would think of it. She wasn't interested at all. And this is, a young person from this generation. They want paper. There's something about holding the piece of paper. And I was so happy to see that. Hey, Jimmy's here. Hey, Jimmy, how are you? Oh, and Eric is here. Hello. Hey, you guys want to come in? You guys, I'll send you a link if you guys want to come in. But yeah, the paper's still going to be a big part of things. I hope. Fucking AI shit. Let me see if I can actually send these guys the link if they're interested. My peers, my comic book artist peers. I sent Jimmy an email the other day. I said, wouldn't it be fun if I drew something live and then you inked it live? I draw it, he inks it. I think that'd be a fun show. Anyways, he liked it, so we may do something like that. Let me see if I find I got a group here. And I'll drop it in. Okay, but now I need some headphones. Maybe I'll put on these giant ones. I gotta draw something here so people can see. Not just a blank piece of paper. Oh, Eric can't come in. All right. So I got the dark headphones for nothing. Okay. I have to leave a space here too. I'm rearranging my board here so I can see if somebody pops in. Pastmaster's here. Cool. Hey, Paulus is here. Good to see y'all. You use Control Z when you draw on paper. Yeah, a lot of people do that. Yeah, Salter was telling me about that. He'll survive Infinity 0088. Okay, yeah, but I got to put something on this screen here. Okay, let me get rid of the other stuff I was doing here. Put that in a group. May come back to that. Okay, I'm on the lion layer. Okay, I'm going to put on a different layer the body. Okay, the lion, on this character, the lion body's on the left side. Or his right side. Okay, and one thing too about gesture drawings and power in an illustration is twist. The twisting, like when you're swinging, let's think of swinging a baseball bat. You twist, and when you twist, you get the power. Anything is you're throwing a baseball. You're twisting the twist snaps, the snap of the like cracking the whip. That's where your power comes from. So I want some kind of twist. And some of that isn't, like I said, that's why I kind of put the head on a different layer, because the more I move it here, the more like the turning, the twisting of his neck. And that gives him power. Make this a different color here. Now, there's another secret to drawing, getting figures. I mean, I've tried all kinds of approaches. I just invent them, you know. Let me get rid of this for a second. Try, you can do this small, but try just doing a silhouette. Paul Ravoche was talking about this the other day. We kind of know silhouettes. You see it when you see a silhouette, you know what it is. So a lot of, if you're trying to figure out a pose, sometimes just give yourself the silhouette, and it kind of helps you, and it helps with your design. Well, the power is waning a little bit. Uh-oh. Hope I don't lose power. It's an interesting way to get a feel for something. and quick. Big thick brush too. You know, nothing. No skinny lines. Although, well, that is for this technique, I'll show you there. You can actually do skinny lines, too. I'll show you all the techniques. What the heck? All the tricks of the trade. But my tricks, not everybody's tricks. I want people to follow the tricks I have that I do. To learn how to draw powerful figures. This guy could be holding a sword in triumph. He's won the battle. And it's there. Now you kind of know, okay, that looks good. And then you can go in there and lighten the layer and then start to fill in these things more with the knowledge that you have. Let's try a skinny line. The thick line ain't working for you? Try lots of little lines. You can get a lot of feel with that too. It's kind of fun too. You get bring out your inner Picasso. Your Picasso. You know what I'm saying? Same thing though. You're getting energy. You're getting power. You're having fun too. It's kind of fun to really put your emotions in it, but sound effects. That kind of stuff. It's got a gun, man. Some sort of laser thing. So that's another way to do things. So try different approaches. What do you like? What's fun? Could be a robot type of guy. Who knows? Could be a character from Battle Brick Road, like Scarecrow. The Scarecrow guy. All right. See, there you go. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, see who's here. Salty, I put the link in the thing if you want to come in. Anybody in that group that I put together with Dan Salty says, I'm a powerful figure. I used to be. Now gravity has crushed me into the ground and I'm all flabby. Over time wins. Yeah, searching for lines. That's really true. Yeah, Random. It's so fun. I like that. That's one of the things in the How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way book. Yeah, you're just playing around, and you get in there, and you got a million lines in there, and then you kind of go, okay, well, I kind of. It's almost like a target. You're aiming your target. It's like having a measuring stick. So you got, I've got my measuring stick, and I know exactly how far to. It helps. It's like a roadmap. I know I got to go down here. The skull goes up there, and the next thing you know, you've got yourself. You're starting to put that thing together. Yeah, let the lines. That's what they tell you too. Sometimes let the lines be loose. Just free, loose, and kind of just relax and just let the drawing form itself. I always like to say, like the Chevy Chase in Caddyshack. When he's playing golf and he goes, na 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 na. See, that's. Or Star Wars when he blows up the Death Star. Let's go, Luke. So those guys were really just talking about art when they were doing that. They're talking, hey, you gotta really, you're being artistic. So yeah, there's the lines. It's thrown there. There's a bunch of loose, playful lines, and next thing you know, you're expressing an energy, and you get a feel for it. And then it comes down to a knowledge of anatomy and knowledge of construction of the faces and stuff. Then you bring out the models. Take a picture of your head, face, if you're having trouble with. See, there's a face. Not my best. Yeah, eventually you find the right lines. And the job you pick is. Oh, by the way, how can I put? I don't even put these on the. Let me see if I put these on the screen here. Does that work? Oh, good. Why am I not doing this? Okay, duh. This is the first time I've done this. Okay, Random, you get the honor of being the first person. Actually, no, I think I did it once with someone else, and then it stuck up there the entire time. I forgot to take it down. You get the official one. Okay. And torso, hips, and joyer. All my figures start at hips and torso. I'm too scared to draw the head first. Yeah, well, I think that's correct, because that's where the core is. It's the spine. It's the twist of the torso. That's where the power is in the figure. It's the core. You're drawing the core first. As a matter of fact, when I forgot to not take that off. I'm never going to get this drawing, but that's okay. That's great. Actually, I love it. This is what I'm doing. This is why I do this stuff. Okay, so let's say we've got our core figure here. I like a little darker line here. I just want to darken this up so I can see what I'm doing. I want people to see it too on screen. Okay, so we got a figure, and we got his energy, we got his pose, we got his power. Now, it doesn't matter with the face. Look at, I'm going to erase this. This is the core, the power. And now I can really move the head. He can be looking like this way. Maybe he's looking to the side. There's power still in the expression of the head and neck, but it's not the essential part. The essential part is here. So I'm just going to tilt this until I have him looking this way. Changes the pose. How you shift and change the pose. Once you got the core down, you can do a twist in the head, and that really gives you expression and energy, different kinds of movement. Then, so that's why I wouldn't really start with the face necessarily. You can, if you want to, but there's another pose. Looking up. That kind of sucks. Hang on a sec. No, he's not looking where he's shooting, though. It's kind of stupid. I can turn the flash eye. But now he's looking up. Something up there is coming from the sky. So yeah, definitely. I think you're on the right track when you start with the core. Why don't I draw those graybeards? Oh, I did last week. Yeah, I drew Buck Rogers. Are they starting right now? Darn it. Okay, I don't want to overstream them, but yeah, I'll do some more on this later. But yeah, I was on last week. I'm kind of the fill-in. When it's like the Oscars, when they got to look like they got a people, they got to make it look like the audience is full. I come and take a seat. So no, I really those are my friends, and I really enjoy being on their show. And I've been on at least I think 3 times now. So yeah, I don't really want to be a regular necessarily, but because I can't. That's a tough thing. I still do my own. I'm not doing full comics, as for my living. So I do storyboards and things like that, and that's always like hard to commit to a regular show because I never know when I'm working. I could be working tonight. I could be getting an assignment, in an hour. I don't even know about it, and to say it's due tomorrow. So it's kind of hard for me to commit sometimes to a show like that. But yeah, so but it's fun to be on, and it's fun to be in the chat, and it's kind of impromptu, and yeah, it's great. Those guys are all really good. I mean, I love Aaron the Presti's art is fantastic, and David Williams, and of course Kelsey's very good, and of Gary Martin, who doesn't draw on the show but is very funny, and he's got a super dry sense of humor. So let me see if these guys are on. If they're streaming, I'll let you go over there. I'll just see. Oh boy, I'm getting ads. Oh, they did start 13 minutes ago. Okay, so I'll go, and guys, go over to Graybeard Studio. That's Aaron the Presti's channel, and check out what they're up to. I wonder what they're drawing today. And I'll save this till next stream. But also, I got to finish up. Yeah, Gary Martin handles the chat and the humor. Like I said, he's got a dry sense of humor. You don't notice it right away. So, I was gonna say, yeah. Also check out Sean Salter's, Ben Franklin's Silence Do Good. I just did a cover. As a matter of fact, let me bring up the cover. I'll show you that. Because that was kind of fun when I did that all live. That was a complete, from start to finish. Although I'm not sure if I did the drawing part or the pencil part live. All the computer stuff I did live. But it's close to being done. There's some minor things that have to be done on it. Okay. Share screen on this. All right, there it is. The cover is a done deal. And I think it's pretty cool. What did I say? With the exceptions of the of a few minor changes, like the logo. I think I just got the logo from Sean, so I'll put that in there. And these guys are going to change a little bit, but overall, this is the feel. This is the look. So I think it's pretty successful. I'm pretty happy with it. So Sean, I think, likes it, so we'll see how it goes. Anyways, thank you all for checking and hanging out with me a little bit here. Oh, Rex, hang on a second. Rex is popping in here.
Hey, Dan.
Howdy. Hey,
I hate to
Rex.
abandon my stream, but I usually go there. But yeah, I will to come on with you for a
Well,
minute.
hey, I was just about to check out, but I'm glad you're here. We'll see.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to show some people this latest cover here I did for Sean Salter, Silence Do Good, Time Travel Agent.
Okay.
So what do you think
Well,
of
I
that?
didn't realize. Yeah, I just now saw the thing. We had a storm blow through here. I've got some comic boxes that got wet, just the bottom. So
Oh,
I'll be doing some replacement of that stuff.
well, that's no good.
I appreciate you trying to. Yeah, I was telling everybody about that. But I appreciate you sending me the link. I'm sorry I didn't see it earlier.
Well, I'm big.
Like to always see you and talk with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, let's see.
And
I've had guests on before, but you're one of my first guests here, so
oh,
it's
I'm
good
one
to
of
see
your
you. But
first.
that sucks
Yes,
though
that's
that,
awesome.
that you lost the
Yeah.
those comics, some comics. I hope it wasn't anything too valuable.
Well, no, I don't think I lost them. I think they're boarding the bag. I'm gonna have
Oh,
to. I think it's more the bottoms of the boxes, so that I'll have to replace some boxes and I think the comics are going to be okay.
oh,
It's
well
just you
then
want to
that's
get the
fine.
boxes replaced before they mowed. Yeah.
Oh, sure, sure, yeah.
Well, it's not great.
I know, but it's a lot better. Well, I'm saying if
No,
you didn't
that's
lose the
fine. Dave's like, oh, that's
if you
fine.
no, if you didn't lose the comics, that's
Right.
huge difference. I
Yeah.
mean, a box isn't that much. That's not that expensive. So,
Yeah. That is a huge
so
difference. Yeah, I might be in mourning now, but it's only stuff. I've got a tree on the roof. I mean, part of a tree. There's, it's crazy. It's debris everywhere, and I was looking for my back table for my patio, and yeah, it was only here about 10, 15 minutes. But
what
thanks
was
for
it?
sending me the
What?
link, and thanks for sharing out the link or reaching out to people on my behalf. I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
yeah. See if I don't have any. If
Yeah.
I don't know if I have any pull. We'll find out.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
I've got any
we'll see
clout.
how much pull you got.
They're like, get out of here, punk. I'm like, hey, Dale,
Yeah.
get out of here, punk. No, they're all really nice people though, and hopefully they'll
Well,
get you on
Dan,
the show.
I'll let you wrap it up, and I'll go back over to my own show. But
Oh, okay.
thanks for sending me the link. Maybe we can do it again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
tell people about your channel.
I'll let
Though
you wrap
you
it up.
stream.
And the cover looks good.
Okay, Rex, tell people
Oh
about your
yeah, I
channel.
do a
You
daily
stream all the
show,
time.
4 o'clock Central. Well, that's the rumor. Yeah, I stream all the time. Um, and if I'm repeating a little bit, it's because my audience is still listening, and they probably can't hear you, but they can hear me. So that kind of keeps them informed.
Oh, I'm
That
sorry.
I haven't
Okay.
totally abandoned my
Wait, are
chat.
you dual streaming on yours?
No, that's
On
fine.
yours? Are you dual streaming on mine
Yeah,
and
yeah. I
yours?
kind of I didn't.
Wow, that's
Well, I
odd.
just saw
Okay.
your link and said, "Oh, okay. Well, all right. Let's see what this is about." So, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So
I put you in
they're
this.
listening to at least me.
Yeah. Well, good. Well, yeah, that'll be a little
Yeah.
weird for them, though.
I might have a
Yeah.
little
So,
delay with my internet. So I apologize that there may be a slight delay, but my power went out for just a little bit. I did reboot my computer,
okay. Can you
but
tell people briefly about
yeah,
your
I'm gonna
the name
have
of
to
your
get my
channel, though?
computer looked at.
So tell the people the name of your channel and
Sure, yeah,
and
Devil Flyer Momentum. You can look at. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
you're breaking up a
I'm
little
on
bit, though.
Twitter on under Rex. Okay.
All right, I'll tell people
Maybe
too.
I'll
You
talk
have this. You
slower.
have a comic book called. I'll tell people too. You have
Okay.
this comic called Devil Flyer. It's on Fund My Comic. Check it out.
Mhm.
It's a fun little bit. It's got a cover by Dillard, which is great cover, and lots of fun stories, lots of interesting characters. So people might want to be interested in that and hanging out with you, talking shop comics. You always talking comics. I'll always love coming on your show and you bring out the best subjects and stuff. You get two comics guys together. We just never shut up.
I appreciate that.
So okay.
I had
we'll see you
Kelsey
later,
Shannon
Rex.
on yesterday. It was a blast.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, that's right. I thought I saw it
Take
briefly.
care, bro.
Yeah, it was great. So, okay, we'll see you. Bye.
Yeah, we get.
Okay, folks, that was Rex Christensen. Great guy, lots of fun. Big part of the Comicsgate community, independent creators, and it's really it's a lot of fun. So check him out, and sometimes I drop in there. Sometimes there's not a lot of people there, and it's a lot of fun. So I've been on shows with 2,000 people watching, and then I'll go on shows with a couple people watching. I don't really care. It's a lot of fun every time. So. You guys take it easy. Enjoy the day. Go check out Graybeards and see what they're up to. And we'll see you next time. Bye.